It has been more than 2 years since the Securities and Exchange Commission filed its lawsuit against crypto company Ripple for selling unregistered securities. Now, after a lengthy battle, a district judge may be close to announcing a decision, the outcome of which will impact the entire crypto industry. Joining me now is lawyer John Deaton, who's closely involved in the case, and our own Charlie Gasparino. And you two have had many conversations on there. I've been
battles.
That's about this.
You're still with us. I mean, in terms of the case.
Yes, I did.
Explain. You're on the side of the Ripple shareholders, right? You're advising Ripple.
No, I'm for the XRP holders.
I'm sorry. Yes,
the individual retail holders. We have 75,000 plus.
I'm going to get a lot of crap for
that. That's okay. But amicus curiae, the judge. I filed a motion to intervene. The judge said, "Well, I'm not going to let you become a defendant with those 70,000 people, but you can be amicus curiae, you can participate."
And the SEC tried to get you kicked off.
They fought us at the beginning, and then they filed motions, and they tried to kick me off, and
you're still here.
Lost. And we got a good victory last night.
Okay, so victory last night was the judge basically said, you know, you could have these expert witnesses, SEC could have these expert witnesses, but what he really did was saying, off the checklist is the expert witness decision. The next decision could be summary judgment, correct? Which means she might rule from the bench, either in favor of Ripple or the SEC.
Absolutely, Charlie. This was a Daubert motion. Ripple has 10 expert witnesses, and the SEC has 5. Both sides challenged their experts and saying they should be excluded. The victory we got was there was an expert the SEC was offering who was going to testify as to what XRP holders thought in their head when they purchased XRP. Of course, he never interviewed one single XRP holder in his entire career.
This guy has ESP, huh?
And he received a $3 million contract from guess who? The SEC.
Oh, nice.
To serve as a witness. And so the judge excluded that part of his testimony that he's not going to be allowed. To your point, though, some people believed that the decision on Daubert motions on expert witnesses could come down simultaneously with the summary judgment motion. So I tweeted out yesterday that I wouldn't be surprised if we get a decision in a day now or within a couple
And
of
let's
weeks.
be real clear here. If the SEC wins, says, and they hold Ripple liable for selling XRP, which was an unregistered security, big thing. That means just about every crypto, except for maybe Bitcoin, and maybe even Bitcoin, could be considered a security. Correct?
Well, I mean, Gensler's come out and said that Bitcoin is the only one he's comfortable saying is a commodity. Right? So I think you can take Bitcoin off the table for that.
Let's just say the SEC wins this. And a lot of people think they will, given what happened with Sam Bankman-Fried, that it's going to be hard for a judge to basically side on in crypto's favor. Does it have a ripple effect through the industry in the sense that how does that make Coinbase? That means Coinbase. That means Binance. All brokered unregistered securities. Aren't they kind of on the hook?
Well, it's going to be a huge precedential value if the SEC wins, because when you look at XRP, it was created in 2012. It was the third largest cryptocurrency in the world when the SEC sued Ripple. It was traded, Charlie, Cheryl, for 7.5 years in the United States and around the world, openly and fairly, without any interaction from the SEC. And then the SEC comes in 7.5 years later, after it was declared convertible virtual currency by the FinCEN, right, and declared by FSOC as virtual currency, by the Government Accountability Office as a virtual currency utilized in a decentralized platform. After all of that, the SEC comes in after all those years.
Okay, they still have a strong hand. If they win, that ripples throughout the industry.
And that's what I was getting at. If XRP is deemed security.
Do you think they're going to win?
No. I think the SEC is going to lose, but that doesn't mean Ripple's going to get an outright win either. But I think the SEC is going to lose at summary judgment because of the theory that they went with. Charlie, normally when you go after a promoter, you say, on this particular day, you made an unregistered securities offering or sell. And that particular transaction was a security, an investment contract. And now they're saying that all sales of XRP, the token itself is a security.
I think
and that's the problem.
See, John, And this is why all eyes are on this case,
By the way,
and why Twitter blows up every time you come on the show. Just to point out, guys.
I think the SEC is going to win, and I tell you, it's going to be a bad day for crypto if they
Wow.
win.
Okay,
All right.
we're going
You
to
got
put
it.
that dinner on that? Steak, you got it.
Can I come? John Deaton, good to see you again.
Thank you so much for
Please
having
keep
me.
us posted on this. It's really been fascinating to listen to you talk about this case. All right, well, closing bell, we've got about 3 minutes to go. Got a market sell-off. Thank you, Fed Chair Jay Powell today.